So one of the bonuses of living here in Washington, apparently, is this. Chanterelle mushrooms. Hi, I'm trying a new chanterelle biscuit recipe. I've never made these before, so if you're seeing this vlog, that means they turned out. So I have 5 fresh chanterelle mushrooms from the Washington area, and I'm going to make a quick biscuit. Okay, so I wanted to share this recipe with you. Fresh chanterelle biscuits, and here are the ingredients. I have half of a finely chopped onion, 4 tablespoons of butter, which is half a stick, and it's a cup of fresh chanterelles that were picked yesterday, chopped into small pieces, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, 2 cups of whole wheat flour. You can substitute this with white. I wanted to try the rice flour for gluten-free, but it just was a little too complicated for me. And 1 cup of half and half, and salt, which I need to get. And I'm going to use Himalayan pink salt for all its minerals. So first I'm going to dry saute the chanterelles. So 1 cup finely chopped fresh chanterelles. You can substitute other mushrooms, but if you can get these, why would you want to? Starting to smell amazing. They're starting to release their water. We're just going to let them do that, and then once the water evaporates, I'm going to take them off. So probably be about 5 minutes. Actually, these ones aren't releasing a whole lot of water. I washed them yesterday as little as possible, using as little water as I could, with still getting them clean, and then dried them. Just let them sit on the counter overnight. So just letting them reabsorb and letting some of that water dissipate. Don't want to overcook them, but they are going to be baked as well, so just want to try and get a nice texture. I'm just going to add a pinch of salt, pinch and a half. This was probably only 4 minutes. So I'm going to put them in a bowl now and set them aside. There's the 4 tablespoons of butter. And a 1/4 cup of diced onions. I know that looks like a lot of butter, but we're going to be mixing it in with the flour. Okay, about 4 minutes or so, give or take, till it looks about like that. And I'm going to set this aside to cool a little bit. And then I'm going to throw the chanterelles in there. Meanwhile, let's mix up the dry part. Alright, so I'm adding the 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of the Himalayan salt into the 2 cups of flour, and I'm using the whole wheat flour. Stir up that really well. So after you stir that really well for about a minute, make a well in the middle of the dry and pour in your 1 cup of half and half. And then slowly stir it together, making a wider circle. Now once it looks like that, we're going to add our onions and chanterelles. I added the chanterelles to the onion butter mix once it cooled off a little bit. I know that doesn't look super appetizing right now, but just wait. This time I decided to add some cheese. Onion cheese chanterelle biscuits. This recipe is going to make 12 biscuits, and I drop them by tablespoons onto a buttered pan, cookie sheet, and going to bake them now for around 20 minutes. So here's the finished product. I baked them for a little over 15 minutes on 375, but again, all ovens are different, so just watch them closely. A little golden brown on the bottom. Beautiful. I saved one chanterelle for my eggs tomorrow, so it took 4 medium sized. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. Well, I'm not a professional baker or anything, I just wanted to share my recipe with you. As I was checking YouTube for recipes, I didn't find very many for the chanterelles. You can, like I said, substitute other mushrooms, but this is the chanterelle biscuit, onion and cheese.